The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by AK-47, Lance Unpredictable. And from Berlin, Germany, weighing in at 205 pounds, Jordan Schmidt-Lars.
Hello. Let's see. What's going on here? It did want me to stream. My Elgato was like, you know, I don't think you want to stream today. Let's not work. But we made it work. We made it work. We made things happen. Ayo, yes, starting strong, I see. The Solar Champion is here right at the top of the show. We're 69 seconds in, is what YouTube's telling me. I feel like that's too good to be true. We just saw Jodolph Schittler make his entrance alongside the Solar Champion Lance Uppercut, but now here comes the king of the ring alongside Jon Moxley, his manager. It is AJ Styles. Prototype Night, Austin Dynamite is here. Of course, we will be seeing more of Austin Dynamite soon. Actually, is he on the next Venom, or is he on the Venom after that? I think he's taking a Venom off after the Wyatt. I think both Wyatt and Dynamite are not on the next show. Next Venom, I mean. Because of the beating they distributed to one another. But don't worry, we are definitely going to see a rematch between those two. They're 1-1 this season against each other. So here's tonight's card. We're starting off strong with the King of the Ring against Jodolph Schittler, the manager of the Solar Champion. Of course, at Lana's Beach Blast, we will see AJ Styles and Lance Uppercut go one-on-one, mano-a-mano for the Solar Championship. Another match tonight, Akira Tozawa and Speedy, also known as Tyler Flight, in a tag team action against Prince Puma and Devin Black. Of course, that's setting up the 5-way Cruiserweight Championship match at Beach Blast for the vacant title. Also tonight, Brian Cage makes his in-ring debut against Adam Kennedy in a finisher match. First man to hit the Angels Falling, also known as the Weapon X, gets the win. Drew McIntyre will try to defend his Workhorse Championship tonight against former Workhorse / Intercontinental Champion Heath Miller, Heath Slater, Heath, whatever his name is in Impact Wrestling. Buddy Matthews, the former Buddy Murphy, taking on Weston Blake, the former Wesley Blake. We saw that relationship implode in a big way at high noon after the opening contest, with Matthews assaulting Blake with a steel chair after his match with Tommy Ward. You can see in the title, we will have Boaz Lesnar going one-on-one with Will Ospreay, a match that has been building for months now in real time, weeks in game time, in universe time. And an update from the Disputed Era. Say they found a clue, a hint as to where the RWF Grand Championship and those Power Stones are. Those power titles, whatever they're called. But for the most part, yes, this is a card full of matches building towards Beach Blast. Beach Blast. Well, next week we'll have Showdown in Venom next weekend. And then the weekend after that, we will have Beach Blast Day 1, the pregame, on Saturday. And Day 2, the morning after, on Sunday. Those will be 2 separate streams on 2 days, Saturday, Sunday, each about 100 minutes, so an hour 40 each. So a little longer than a weekly show like Roar, which we're seeing right now. Spinning back fist from Styles. These go about 80. The pay-per-views go 2 hours 20 minutes, 2 hours 30 minutes usually. For the next one, so long. It's going to be 2 days. Just to make things easier to watch for you guys. I know the long shows can be a pain. So we're going to split up Beach Blast because it's a big card. It's like the midpoint, basically, of the season, in a way. Not exactly, because now that Flashpoint's gone, the second half, quote unquote, is going to be shorter because it's only 3 shows between the pay-per-views. Hey, I'll still be here while I work on my episode 2 of Paranormal. No problem. Proto, I know how annoying it is, how time-consuming it is to edit together videos like that. I understand completely. The Power Bells. Hey, D. Yes, Dean Stevens is here, and he says hello there. Very Obi-Wan Kenobi-esque. We've seen Jodolph Schittler go for a few leg submissions already. His final solution finisher. But now looking to take out AJ to the floor with a superplex. And you got to think Lance very happy to see AJ Styles taking damage ahead of their Solar Championship bout at Beach Blast. Which, I believe AJ versus Lance will take place on day 2, the morning after. So Sunday. AJ now. Fireman's carry, dropping the man on his back. Poor Jodolph. Calf slicer. How satisfying would it be for AJ to tap out the master of leg submissions, Jodolph Schittler, with his own signature leg submission? It's not going to happen, not yet at least. Jodolph had it scattered. And why wouldn't he? I'm sure Jodolph... Oh, look at the small package! Ah, God's last gift. That was a small package driver. Very Tyler Black-esque from Jodolph. And there it is, the knee trigger. How embarrassing would it be for AJ Styles to get defeated as King of the Ring before Beach Blast by Jodolph? Big jumping clothesline. It takes a while because it took 2 to 3 months to work on the first episode, but with college in the way, it's going to take even longer. Yeah, I don't doubt it. So hopefully we get Showdown and Venom next weekend. That is the plan, and there is nothing in the way at the moment for making that happen. Worst case scenario, I only have 1 day. I'm just going to do one long-ass stream on 1 day. Like a pay-per-view length stream. It'll be Showdown and Venom. That's worst case scenario. Over here. Jodolph playing a little dirty. But those are the things you got to do against a former Solar Champion and former Grand Champion. And the current King of the Ring, AJ Styles. Oh my God, Bloody Sunday. AJ up to the top. Spinal tap. Oh, that's the move he beat Kojiro Torakichi with at Rising Sun. Jodolph had that scouted as well, gets out of the way, but eats a big forearm from AJ. AJ has so many moves to beat you with, and this is one of them. Fireman's carry again, cover here. No, quick out by Jodolph. AJ's tapped men out with a calf slicer. He's pinned people with the Styles Clash, the phenomenal forearm, the spinal tap, and he became Grand Champion with the Ushigoroshi. AJ can beat you with so many moves. Cover here. Reversal and a kick out by Styles. Smart move, says Lance. Likely referring to Jodolph. Crosses the legs. Beautiful suplex there. Looking for another knee trigger. What matches do we currently have for Beach Blast? Let's look at the card. Big knee! Knockout knee. And Lance very happy to see AJ taking this much damage ahead of their match. You got to think Lance can't be feeling 100% after yesterday's Horror Games match. The final solution locked in by Jodolph. Looking to tap out AJ Styles. And I would seriously be considering tapping out immediately if I'm AJ. This is not the match that matters. You have that King of the Ring win. You have the title match at Beach Blast no matter what. But AJ's got too much pride for that. Styles hits the clash. Cover on Jodolph. And AJ Styles picks up another win. Come on, Schittler, keep it up, says Lance. Oh, nice. All right, let's look at the Beach Blast card. What do we know so far? we know Adam Kennedy, Speedy, Prince Puma, Devin Black, Akira Tozawa in a 5-way match for the vacant Cruiserweight Championship. I can announce right now, I guess, that Tomohiro Ishii and Miro, who were the final two in that Battle Royale at high noon yesterday, will have a one-on-one singles match to open day one. So yeah, Ishii versus Miro. That should be a big boy hard-hitting match. Jimmy and Jay Uso will defend their Showdown Tag Team Championships against the Gay Cowboys, Heath and Cole Quinn. The Iconics, Billy Kay and Peyton Royce will take on Ariane, Sophie Jones, and Bayley in a 2-on-2 match. Lance will try to defend his Solar Championship against AJ Styles. Oh yeah, Cinta de Oro and Samurai del Sol will try to defend their Raw Tag Team Championships against the current #1 contenders for those titles, Luke Gallows and Finn Balor. Anti-Faction will be taking on the Asylum in a battle of factions that's been going on for a bit. They lost at high noon. They wanted a rematch, and Anti-Faction was happy to oblige. And Bryan Danielson will try to defend his universally fabulous championship against the Czar of the Ring, Peyton Peace. So that's everything that I can announce at the moment. We still have stuff to determine with the next 3 shows, as in this one, Roar, Showdown, and Venom. Man, Jodolph's record must be ass. He's lost quite a bit. Damn, says Lance. Well, let's go through, I can get you Jodolph's win-loss. Jodolph doesn't really wrestle on pay-per-view, so we don't see his win-loss a lot, but I do log everything. It just only shows up on the pay-per-views. Jodolph almost always has a strong showing, though, and I'm sure he appreciates that. Or his opponents appreciate it when their legs are about to give out. We get into the second match, the Workhorse title on the line. There is the champion, Drew McIntyre. Won that title when it was called the Intercontinental Championship from Brody Lee at WrestleMania 2. And was christened with the new name, the Workhorse Championship, after he won a triple threat against his opponent tonight, Heath and Jinder Mahal. Where is Jodolph? I'm looking for Jodolph's name in my sheet. Jodolph and Lance together, I feel like, have a pretty good win-loss record. So Jodolph's tag record is probably good, and the singles record is probably not good.
Introducing the challenger from Pine.
So, chat, Dean, Lance, Knight, if you're still there, how many matches will Beach Blast have overall? Probably a lot. Also, hey, I asked that question at pretty much the same time because of the delay, I bet. My day has been alright, very sleepy, very lazy day. Tomorrow, it's back to working. It's fine by me.
He is the Raw World Heritage
A Raw World
Champion.
Heritage Champion. That's one thing to call him. Alrighty. I can't find Shittler's win-loss record. Oh, he's 1-0 in tag matches. So I guess he's only had it's probably him and Lance against the Ascension is Shittler's win in tag team competition. He's had a singles match before. Where is it? Okay, yeah, okay. Shittler is as of this moment, he is 0-3 in singles. 0-3 in singles, 1-0 in tag. We found it, ladies and gentlemen. We found it. Schindler mostly operating as a manager for FUS. Jumping neck breaker by McIntyre, who's looking to end Heath as quick as possible. Go home with that Workhorse Championship, but the former champ gets out of the way. And a big clothesline. Let's not forget, Drew McIntyre's first reign as Workhorse Champion, back when it was the IC Championship, was ended by Heath Slater at Ramblemania 1 in a triple threat match. Heath pinned Jinder Mahal in that match. Just beating on poor Heath. Interested to see what kind of update the Undisputed Era the Disputed Era has for us later tonight. There it is, running and jumping neck breaker from Heath. McIntyre's come a long way. Two-time Workhorse Champion and a former Venom Champion as well. He's also competed for the Solar Championship. It was a match against Boaz Lesnar when he was the Solar Champion. It was unsuccessful though. Came very close. Chat thought he had no chance of beating Boaz going into the match. And by the end of it, I thought he was a serious possible winner. That Claymore kick is deadly. Tonight we'll see Lesnar versus Ospreay, which is nice. Big fan of William Ospreay. Billy Ospreay. Yummy Skelter, also known as soda water. Goes for a big clothesline. McIntyre says, I'm not going down to that. And release vertical suplex. I am I'm caught up on the G1. Even though, look at that, Future Shock DDT to Slater. Tomorrow there is another G1 card, but I'm caught up on the G1. I'm caught up on AEW. I believe next week is an Impact pay-per-view. I think it's Bound for Glory. And the most exciting thing, and the only thing I really know about on that show, is Josh Alexander challenging Christian Cage for the Impact Championship. So, pretty excited for that. Two great wrestlers, and they're both Canadian. They'll probably have a crazy match, give each other a lot. Heath gets out of the way of the Claymore again. Whoa. McIntyre just pushes off Slater like it's nothing. There is no gator to help you today, Mr. Slater. A very Kings Road-esque suplex from Drew McIntyre and a stomp to the face. All in the lead up to Beach Blast, which we'll have. Punches and bunches of matches. Slater throwing McIntyre off the ropes. And a big knee, not enough to take Big Mac down. That's what I'm going to call him from now. Big Mac. Now targeting the knee of Slater, who's bleeding profusely from the forehead, I just noticed. Pay dirt. Also known as the Lil Jimmy. Slater looking for the upset win. It would be the second time he's taken this title from McIntyre. The Big Mac reverses. Gut kick and a second Future Shock DDT. Brains the poor man. Oh, come on, show some mercy. He could have covered him after that. McIntyre still fighting. Slater still fighting back. It's a back elbow. Delivers a gut kick. Refusing to go down. Figure 4 arm lock on the champion. Big Mac fights out. And there it is. Finally hits the Claymore kick he's been looking for the whole match. And I'm not expecting a kick out, and we don't get one. Drew McIntyre retains the Workhorse Championship. Okay, I just looked it over. Beach Blast will have 14 matches. There are 14 matches on Beach Blast, and that's 7 matches a day. 7 matches a stream. Split into 2. Ah, I wanted Slater, says Dean. I bet you did. It'd be easier for you to beat if you were looking to become workhorse champion. But no, that man, Drew McIntyre, retains a workhorse championship yet again. And here we go. Bit of a blood feud between 2 former tag team partners and tag team champions together. I often talk about how Cesaro has held the top championship in all 4 promotions we've had here in RUW and RWF. The Grand Championship, Solar Championship, Universal, and Venom. But no tag team has ever held all 4 or even 3 of the tag team titles. The closest are Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, who have held Showdown's and Venom's tag titles, and Blake and Murphy, who've held Venom and Roar's tag team titles. But I'm guessing Blake and Murphy will never get the Showdown tag team titles together, at least not after breaking apart like they did at High Noon. Braun Strowman. Hola, can't stay but decide to stop and say hey. Hey, Bailey. Ooh. Ah. Well, thanks for dropping by, Speedy. You got that tag team match later tonight where you team up with Akira Tozawa against Devin Black and Prince Puma, setting up that 5-way match for the vacant Cruiserweight Championship at whatever the name of that show is. Lana's Beach Blast. Hola, hola. Hey, Speedy. Hi, Speedy. Braun Strowman. Braun! Oh, did Blake have Braun's Titantron? Nice. Here comes Buddy Matthews. Buddy Matthews just signed with New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's going to start wrestling on New Japan Strong. So that's pretty cool. On the San Jose show, he's going to make his debut, I believe. I have no idea what Weston Blake is doing right now in IRL. Blake versus Matthews. Here we go. Matthews was frustrated with Blake being unable to defeat Tommy Ward despite all the interference from Matthews. Assaulted him with a steel chair after Blake's match at High Noon. And it all comes down to this. 2 former friends, former tag team partners, and champions together. Weston Blake, Buddy Matthews, here we go. Both men on the same page, go for those forearms at the same time. Matthews with a technical edge. And I'd assume Blake with the power advantage. It's been a good week. Ireland destroyed Azerbaijan and Qatar and Liverpool. 8. Watford. That sounds delicious. I want a Watford. Big kick by Buddy. Calf kick down goes Blake. This is a rematch of one time in NXT they had this match set to take place. It was actually looking pretty good, but the crowd shit all over it because the crowd at the time didn't care about any homegrown talent and only indies. So when Samoa Joe came out to ruin it and end the match through DQ and kill both men, the crowd went crazy. So hopefully Samoa Joe doesn't interfere, Joe Uso doesn't run in on this one and cause a DQ as well. Hopefully we get a true and final winner between these two for the first time. Beautiful capture, vertical suplex, the strength of Murphy, underrated. I did give Blake the power advantage, but Murphy is right up there with him, very close. The way he catches people into the vertical suplexes and the brain buster is always fun to watch. Cover here after shooting the half. No, he wants more. Matthews wants more. He should be Buddy Matthew, like from Botchamania. This is the Rainmaker. Rainmaker into the V-trigger. I'm gonna call it the B trigger when he does it. Looking for the whale hunt, or as he's called it, the Murphy's Law. Is he still gonna call it that, or is he gonna call it the Matthews Law? He's gonna call it the whale hunt. Whoa, goes for the big lariat. Pinned Matt Short with that move, did Blake in a tag team match. These two have been unable to win the Raw tag team titles this season, despite multiple efforts. Spine first into the corner. Goes Blake. Buddy sizing him up. Blake realizes he's in trouble. Rolls to the apron. So did you guys watch Dynamite last night? Did you guys see the Danielson-Bobby Fish match? Pretty damn good. Very happy about that. There was also a 3-on-3 tag match. It was Adam Cole and the Young Bucks against the Dark Order. And that match was fun as hell. A disgusting strike there. A disgusting knee from Murphy. Takes out Blake. Blake now trying to break the arm. Excuse me. Buddy trying to break Blake's arm. Cover. And a kick out. Was Dynamite good? Dynamite's almost always good. Everything was great on the last episode of Dynamite, except for they feel the need to do a women's match every week. And they did a Kiera Hogan versus Penelope Ford. And it stunk. Because women can't wrestle. Anyway. Buddy throwing Blake to the outside. Goes for a big European uppercut. Blake says no. Excuse me. Buddy says no. Hits a big lariato on the floor. Oh my, yeah, Malachi Black versus Dante Martin kicked off the show, and that match was insane. Blake with a big lariat of his own, this time in the ring. But no, Buddy gonna play dirty. Rake of the eyes. Going for the powerbomb cock tease, it looks like. Yes, he is. Cover here after the cock tease. No. Kick out by Blake. Blake's got that size. Hard man to put down. Week behind Dynamite sounds like another good one. So yeah, if you're behind on AEW, just remember this week is watch the Rampage first and then the Dynamite, because Rampage was Friday, Dynamite was Saturday, and I think it's the same this week as well. And don't forget to watch the buy-in to see Bobby Fish, Lee Moriarty, and Bryan Danielson, Minoru Suzuki, because those matches were great. The Suzuki-Danielson one especially was phenomenal. Gut kick. Brain Buster from a high angle. We just talked about Ishii, and he'd be proud of that one. He's been unable to hit the whale hunt all night. Goes back to his old finish and gets it done with the Brain Buster. And Buddy Matthews has put away Weston Blake. So yeah, it's really easy. Dean, if you want to watch, go on the AEW YouTube channel and watch the Rampage buy-in. Watch Minoru Suzuki, Bryan Danielson. For free on YouTube, they did it. It was insane.
Here is your winner.
Best thing about YouTube, if you don't got time, you can just throw that stuff in a 1.25 speed and get it done a little quicker. Don't go too fast, otherwise it's like ruins the pacing and everything that was intended. Here we go. Will Ospreay, a man that has been toying with the former Solar Champion Boaz Lesnar for the past couple of weeks, is the Stig. Tried to distract Boaz in the middle of his match with Dolph Ziggler by playing the Top Gear music. Showed up as the Stig during his match with Bo Dallas. Unveiled himself as the Stig and defeated Heath Slater. Defeated half the tag team champion Cinta de Oro. All while rubbing his accomplishments in the face of Boaz. Will Ospreay is here. He's put away both of his opponents in his 2 matches thus far after the Stormbreaker. It's only taken 1, but Boaz is a different kind of cat. Will Ospreay, a man that has improved a lot in recent years, adding weight, changing his style, grounding his game, and packing on muscle. But is it enough to defeat the former Solar Champion? Here comes the son of Brock. Not Brock Anderson. Not Brock the Glock Anderson. Brock the Glock Lesnar.
And his opponent from Minneapolis,
Boaz
Minnesota,
Lesnar.
weighing
Follow him on Twitter at Baby Lesnar.
50 pounds, the Beast,
Bowers Leonard. Boom, 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 boom. Got one guy in the crowd, that's a Boaz Lesnar guy. You could hear him screaming. He was very excited to see Lesnar. Lesnar has had a damn good showing this season. He has lost 2 matches in singles competition, yes, but in neither of them was he pinned nor submitted. Lost a tables match to Lance Uppercut for the Solar Championship. And lost by countout to Shinsuke Nakamura in the King of the Ring tournament. From now, Boaz is Leonard to me. Boaz Leonard. Well, we don't usually do win-loss records, but I can tell you right now, win-loss records for both these men. Will Ospreay, undefeated at 2-0. And Boaz Lesnar with 6 wins, 2 losses this season. Will we see a 6-3 and a 3-0? Or a 2-1 and a 7-2? Let's find out. Some would say Lesnar's best days are behind him, and it's time for the rise of an outsider, a new face. And that man could be Will Ospreay, who avoids the fallaway slam and strikes to the back of the neck. Look at that, just pounding on the back of the neck. And now an uppercut to the chin. Ospreay doing very well for himself, but gets caught with a rib breaker from Lesnar. Boaz good showing this season. We won't mention last season. Oh yeah, Boaz angle was nowhere near as good as Boaz Lesnar. Or whatever his last name was. Boaz something. Before, yeah, last season, Boaz wasn't the same beast in our WF universe that he is in our UW universe. Boaz kicked his arse, says Lance. You did. The main event of Ramblemania 2. Caved in his sternum. Look at this. Boaz full mount. And now elbows to the forehead, just beating on poor Will Ospreay. Is Ospreay taller than Boaz? I forget Boaz's height. And I forget Ospreay's. Is Ospreay 6'2" or 6'1"? They're probably pretty close. Ospreay and Boaz. Ospreay is like the one British wrestler that's not a manlet. It's him and, who's another guy? Anyway, I shouldn't say manlet. I say manlet as a joke. Just most British wrestlers are usually pretty short, it looks like. Or short as far as wrestlers go. Look at this! Speedy Crash! Speedy Crash from Will Ospreay. Speedy, of course, former manager of Boaz Lesnar. These two men just beating on each other here. Big clothesline takes down the beast. Short arm lariat from Lesnar. To his feet. And belly-to-belly suplexing him back into the ring from the apron. How impressive from Bowiz. Very smart, doing more damage to the legs of Ospreay. Disable his ability to fly and kick. Ospreay is going to take a lot of advantage of his agility. It's his key advantage against a man like Bowiz. Bowiz, though, slaughtering him with the triple dick plexes. Vintage Bowiz. I think he was looking for the F3 fits. There are the kicks I was speaking of. Ospreay trying to chop down the heavier man. Gets taken down into the knee bar. Bowiz now with a knee bar on Ospreay, trying to do even more damage to the legs I talked about before. That is smart. That is the one definitive advantage I'd give Ospreay over Bowiz. And Bowiz is trying to take that away from Will Ospreay. Pounding his forehead into the turnbuckle now. Stomp to the back of the knee. Got wrench here from Lesnar. Into the suplex. I'm sure Dean Stevens and Lance, both of you guys would probably enjoy a match against Will Ospreay at some point. Look at this. Like I'm saying, he has cut down on the high flying since packing on the weight and muscle, but he is not afraid to take to the skies. And the assassin, Will Ospreay, now with a TNA kick. 2 calf kicks in a row. Into the swinging neck breaker from Ospreay. Ospreay looking for the Essex Destroyer. And he hits it on Bowiz. Flips him up, down, and inside out. Looking for the Stormbreaker. Locks the arms. It's how he's beat Heath. It's how he's beat Cinta. Cover. And Will Ospreay not able to put away Bowiz the same way he's put away his earlier competition in RUW. Looking to change his game up a little bit. Try to nullify the strength of Bowiz with an arm breaker. How much would it mean for Ospreay to come in his 3rd match, defeat a former Solar champion? Ospreay kicks off Lesnar. Stomp to the arm again and again. Ospreay now pulling Bowiz's legs away from the ropes and trying to take away Bowiz's base now. Ospreay is mixing up the game plan. Now the cloverleaf hold. Kicked off by Lesnar. Oh, he went for a springboard. Lesnar says, no, get back here and take this snap suplex. Very quick kick out, not even a 1. Ospreay still in this to win this. And an insane DDT by Ospreay after that forearm, very strong style forearm to Lesnar. No, German suplex dropping him on the back of his neck. Legs getting caught in the ropes on the way down. Ospreay fights up to his feet. Hurricane Rana, down goes Lesnar. Into the armbar. Lesnar, I think he reached out with his right hand to get the rope break. Eats a standing shooting star. We saw how effective that move is. Speedy beat Goldberg with it. It was a little screwy, the rope break, but still goes for the gut kick. Probably looking to hit the Stormbreaker again. That's how he sets it up. Locked into the knee bar from Lesnar for the 2nd time in this match. He's done some... It's enough. Lesnar taps out Will Ospreay with a knee bar to win here on Roar. The last Roar before Beach Blast. And a big win for Lesnar over the Stig. Look at that leg sweep. That was the first setup for the knee bar. I'm not sure we've seen Bowiz ever submit someone with a knee bar like that before. Guess we shouldn't be surprised. Bo is, like Brock, has the MMA background. And not afraid to win with whatever move you can get. The knee bar presents victory for Boaz Lesnar. Brian Danielson, we saw use a knee bar on Bobby Fish on Dynamite, but look at this. Christopher Nelson and the Destroyer of the Asylum assaulting fellow Asylum member Matt Short. And Nate Danger coming to his aid. Perhaps an implosion in the Asylum? Not sure if that's normal. NEFFEX not there. The leader of the Asylum. We don't know if he had anything to do with that, or if he'll be upset with that. I'll have to talk to NEFFEX, see what's going on there. Nate Danger and Matt Short have often been called the B team of the Asylum. Maybe after that loss to Anti-Faction at High Noon, Nelson and Destroyer getting upset with the little brothers of the group. As we get into our next match of the show, the finisher match. Brian Cage about to make his singles debut here in RUW. And he's doing it against a two-time former Cruiserweight champion and former Russian champion, Adam Kennedy. Let's see what Brian Cage can do. Brian Cage made a hell of a statement at High Noon. Well, I guess Asylum is over. Oh no. Brian Cage assaulted both Adam Kennedy and Kenny Rodriguez after their match at High Noon. A match that was shockingly good between two men desperate to show off what they have in Rodriguez's at least first ever pay-per-view match here in RUW. Did very well for himself, unsuccessful in defeating Kennedy though. And Brian Cage taking out both men. Brian Cage one-on-one tonight in a finisher match against Adam Kennedy. Whoever hits the Weapon X of the Angels Falling wins. The loser is to stop using the move. And on the next episode of Venom, the captain of RUW, Kenny Rodriguez, goes one-on-one with Brian Cage. Brian Cage assaulted both men, so he's going to have a match with both men. Today on War with Kennedy, on Venom with the captain. Let's see what Brian Cage can do. Capture, suplex, throwing down. The definitely smaller man. Brian Cage definitely has a size advantage. He is looking wide. Looks a bit shorter than Kennedy, though. Mic drop from Cage. Who better than Cage? Who better? The Machine. Former FTW champion. With a gut wrench, sit out, powerbomb to Kennedy. Kennedy defeated K-Rod at High Noon with the Weapon X after he was forced to stop using the one-winged angel he had been using to win matches. After losing a finisher match to Kenny Omega. Switched up his game. Went back to the Weapon X's old finish. It's a big bicycle kick from Cage. Arm drag, Brian Cage with a gut kick to Kennedy. Look at this. Whoa. Inverted Olympic slam. Dropping Kennedy on his face. Kennedy fighting back. No, thrown off. Went for a cutter. Avoids the bicycle kick from Cage. Strike to the back and a snapmare. Kennedy has been in this business for a long time. Trained by Edge. Just mention it every time I see the man. Because you can see it when you watch him wrestle. Brian Cage. Of course, protege of Chris Kanyon. You guys watch Dark Side of the Ring? There's a second bicycle kick. And down goes Kennedy. Cage beating the snot out of this man. The last episode of Dark Side of the Ring was the Luna Vachon episode. Before that, I think was the FMW Asushi Onita one. And that one was really good. And of course, Chris Canyon, Plane Ride from Hell. All good stuff. Float over DDT. We're playing online today. Double leg takedown from Brian Cage. Stomps to the arm of Adam. Brian Cage now, gut wrench hold. Into a sit-out power bomb again. Still need to watch the new Dark Side of the Ring episodes. They're pretty good. Well, a few of them are pretty good. F5 by Cage. The FMW one is really good. You gotta watch it. Oh no, he's got it. I don't see a way to reverse at this point. Weapon X lands. And Brian Cage makes quick work of putting down Adam Kennedy. The man, he just stole his move. There's the F5. He used to set up for it. There it is. No longer the Angels falling now. Just the Weapon X from Brian Cage.
Here is your winner, the Machine, Brian Cage.
Dark Side of the Ring is a good show. I recommend it to everybody, wrestling fan or not. I think the second season is where it gets like real good. Oh man, Adam destroys, says Lance. Yeah. Time for some tag team cruiserweight action.
One fall. Introducing first, from Pennsylvania, weighing in at 205 pounds, Devin Blake.
Devin Black coming up a upset, a shocking loss to a lot of people against Satoshi Kojima at high noon. But let's not forget before then, he's had very impressive victories over the likes of Edge. He won a fatal 4-way against men like Zach Walker or Adam Cole. Devin Black pinned 2 members of FUS at Final Flashpoint. Death Stranding is a dumb, stinky game. Well, that's just incorrect. Devin has impressed despite being a little man in a big man's world. But now he's gone back to being a little man in a little man's world. Even playing field in the Cruiserweight division.
Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 190 pounds, the Superstar.
The Superstar. The Superstar. I gotta go edit all the, not all of them. Actually, I don't care enough. I'm not gonna do it. Who cares? It's the Superstar. This man, of course, former, I think 2 or 3-time Lucha Underground champion. I don't get to watch through like all of Lucha Underground. I always like start from the beginning, and then I just stop. I gotta sit down and watch all of it at some point. It's the best soap opera ever created. It's a battle manga with wrestling moves. Umanga. Today's episode brought to you by tap water. Not even ice cold tap water, but enough to get the job done. Okay, what time is it over in Angerland? Angerland. It's 8:30 over there? Man. You guys gotta go to bed.
Japan, weighing in at 156 pounds.
Comes Akira Tozawa, who I believe has a 5-2 record in singles, which is damn good. From the Showdown brand, competing on Raw as the Cruiserweight division is cross-brand. setting up the big 5-way Cruiserweight Championship match for the vacant title at Beach Blast. It's not that late. Well, aren't you guys like... hey, dude. Aren't you like 10 years old? That's bedtime. You got elementary school tomorrow. And here comes Tyler Flight, the man affectionately known as Speedy.
And his partner from Detroit, Michigan.
Making his way down to the ring.
Weighing in at 205 pounds, Tyler Flynn.
Oh, there's no game in my PSP. Thought there was a game in there. Now I'm just upset. And here we go. Starting things off is Devin Black. His partner Prince Puma against Akira Tozawa. Tagging with Speedy. Devin Black with a 2-2 record in singles this season. 5-2 is Akira Tozawa. Prince Puma, I believe, is 7 wins, 2 losses, which is very, very good. And debatably even better is Speedy's 11-3. 14 singles matches for Speedy this season. He's been putting in the work, as it were, here in RUW and RWF. A lot of acronyms, 3-letter acronyms in wrestling. Your RKOs, your DNFs, your MVPs, your RVDs, your WWEs, your AEWs, your TNAs. We love 3-letter acronyms in wrestling. Can't get enough of them. Whoa, fireman's carry reversed. Nice flip there by Tozawa. Tozawa looking to make the tag, bring in Speedy. And a rivalry reignited. Speedy and his former tag partner in the DCW Invasion, owner of DCW, Devin Black. Going at it once again. Flurry of leg kicks from Tyler. In the corner, spine first. Doing a lot of damage to Devin. He's getting tired of it. Catches the Hurricane Rana, dropping Speedy with a power bomb. I think the back of his neck hitting the ropes on the way down. Sharpshooter locked in from Devin, but very close to the ropes. Quick break. Not going to happen. Stomp to the back. This is the last match of Roar for the stream. After this, we get the Disputed Era update. They have Bran Stark. They're going to look into the past, try to find some kind of information to find out where the Grand Championship could possibly be. Speedy and Devin are never going to stop fighting. No. Head kick from Devin. Beautiful. Trying to knock out the former Grand Champion. Both these men, former RWF Cruiserweight Champions, but neither man has ever held the RUW Cruiserweight Championship. It's been around for much longer. Big knee strike sending Devin out of the ring. Speedy up to the top. Devin and Speedy, it will never end. Speedy wants to do something, doesn't want to do it with Devin in a seated position. Rolls out, back in. Oh, here it is, classic 2K. Both men missed their punches, forearm from Devin. A roaring forearm. He knocked out Speedy with that. Down he goes. Forearm in retaliation. Enziguri. Enziguri. Whatever you want to call it. Face first into the post. And again. Both men back in the ring at 8. Whoa, speedy clutch! Look at a tap out. Devin hits his finish out of nowhere as both men get back in the ring. Devin says absolutely not. Oh, this should be good, says Lance. Into the corner, goes for the tag. Devin says, I'm not finished with you just yet. Destino! Beautiful Destino. Hot tag. Speedy's got to get out of there. Tags in Tozawa. The man that has come so close to becoming Universal Champion. Ultimate underdog. Akira Tozawa now going at it with Devin Black. Prince Puma has yet to be tagged into the match, I believe. He is a fresh man. Beautiful corkscrew roundhouse kick trying to knock out Devin Black, and that could do it. No, kick at a 2. Black has a lot of impressive accomplishments this season, yet has the worst singles win-loss record in this match at 2-2. Most of the impressive things he's accomplished were not in singles matches. But luckily for him, the match at the pay-per-view is not a singles match. He's won multi-mans by pinfall before this season. Black waiting for him to get up. A big clothesline, but no, Tozawa sees it coming, sends Black flying up and over the top. Goes for a forearm. Tozawa says no. Wheel kick by Devin. The Cruiserweight division has always been one of the best in RUW. Especially now with the influx of talent like Prince Puma, the rise of Tozawa, Speedy, Devin, and of course greats that have been here like Murphy, Balor, Kennedy, Samurai del Sol, now tag team champion. Both men go for running strikes. Both men missing, and the clothesline to the back of the head finally hits. Devin was draped on the ropes. Devin desperately needs to tag out to the fresh Prince Puma. Let's not forget, Prince Puma has pinned Tyler Flight. He didn't win the match. It was 2 out of 3 falls. But Puma pinned Speedy before Speedy got any falls, any decisions in that match at Taco Thursday. Pinned him 1-2-3 with a 630. That was a normal 1-fall match. Prince Puma would be at least, if not current, a former grand champion right now. I think Tozawa was trying to shut up the setup, not shut up. The Shining Wizard. Look at those leg kicks. He's trying to chop down Tozawa. Devin fighting back. Super kick. Right to the chin of Tozawa. And finally, Devin tagging in Prince Puma. Prince Puma's been very impressive this season. He's won tag team matches with Dean Stevens lately. He's pinned Speedy, like I said. He's pinned Adam Cole. Prince Puma's been on fire. Gut wrench. Sit out powerbomb. Kick out by Tozawa. Prince Puma is fresh. Wrenching on the arm is Akira. Goes for the big boot reverse. Windmill kick. And Tozawa's busted open. Must have hit him hard with the heel. And a bloody Sundi. There it is. His finish. But like I said, Puma, relatively fresh, able to kick out of the German suplex, the snap German. Not enough. Tag made. Speedy happy to tag in. Oh no, he's still hurt from before his clash with Devin. Still feeling the pain. Drop kick. And another. Speedy and Puma do have some unfinished business, I do believe. Speedy won that match, but his first pin in the match was after Puma missed a 630, and that was after getting pinned by a 630 that hit. Puma definitely has a claim. Well, I guess I don't know what to claim for anymore now that Speedy's not the grand champion, but I'm sure you know what I'm saying. I guess claim to being the better man. Speedy off the ropes. Super kick number 1, number 2, and number 3. Bumping into both Devin and Tozawa. Now looking to lock in the Speedy clutch. Big boot from Puma takes down Speedy. Drop toe hold. Off the rope, 619. Prince Puma hops in. Interesting match with Speedy across the ring from two rivals, of course, in Devin and Puma. Pierce elbow. Springboards in. Speedy, though, running away, makes the tag. In comes Tozawa. Speedy wanted nothing to do with that man. Snap German for a second time to pin Prince Puma, and Puma kicks out again. Tozawa trying to hype up the crowd with his ha-ha-has. Double clotheslines. Super kick. Down goes Puma. Overhand punch. Into the corner. Tozawa eats an elbow. Well, Puma really wants something in this corner. Not sure what. Could be a Season 6 special. No. Puma just staring at Tozawa lovingly. Not sure what's going on here. Oh, here it is. Oh, he was going for the Benadryller. Tozawa realized the danger he was in, flips out of it. No Benadryller for you. Goes for the bicycle kick. We saw success from Brian Cage earlier with that move. Puma now, Pierce elbow. Accidentally takes out Devin. I guess no lost love between those two. They will be against each other. Both of these teams, you can say that about. Everyone will be for themselves, along with Adam Kennedy in that 5-way Cruiserweight Championship match at Beach Blast. Tag made, in comes Devin. Devin was in there for a long time. Hopefully he got enough rest. Big knee to Tozawa. These are the two men that started this match. Tozawa already up to his feet. And a bicycle kick. Strong spirits for these two men. And the DKO breaker, also known as the Dyna breaker. Not enough to put away Tozawa. Whoa. Where's Devin going? Devin went after Speedy, maybe decided against it. The corner, big boot, no. Devin takes him down. Looking for the submission, locks in the single leg, Boston Crab. Has not done enough damage to those leggers of Tozawa. These are the two men definitely that have been tagged in the longest and have taken the most punishment, Devin and Tozawa, in this match. Falcon Arrow, if he hits this, it's over. Unless Speedy can break up the pin. No, big mistake from Tozawa, not going for the pinfall. Instead goes for a chop. Chopakino. Belly to belly. Rake of the eyes by Tozawa, playing a little dirty. Hits the corkscrew roundhouse. Tozawa looking to tap out. Devin Black, he got some submission experience training for that submission match at Uso Battle Royale against Bryan Danielson, I'm sure. But Devin quickly getting out of it. I'm sure he's prepared for leg submissions with his rival being someone like Speedy. Always pin off the Falcon Arrow. I know. I just don't get why they don't. Face first, into the apron goes Devin. This has been a brawl between these two. Oh my lord. Forearm combo on the outside. We could get a count out here. Both men missed their spinning TNA kicks. Chops back and forth. Oh, that was like an elbow. Backhand chop. Devin learned from fighting Satoshi Kojima about strong style strikes, you can tell. More than happy to oblige in the Japanese style against Tozawa. Overhand punch. Look at this. Fade away to Tozawa. Cover here. No, Speedy breaks it up. But Tozawa is a bloody mess. In comes Puma. Vertical suplex lift into the sit-out powerbomb. Speedy taken out. And Devin looking for another fadeaway as the referee admonishes Prince Puma. Tozawa sees it coming, gets out of the way. Hurricane Rana, down goes Akira. Speedy is down and out. Tozawa just took a fadeaway. Leg kick, forearm. He's had the piss beaten out of him by Devin Black, and Black once more. Oh my god. He's gonna kill Tozawa. This is an awesome chant from the in-game crowd. And there's the superplex to the floor. Roaring forearm. Devin's been busted open now. Tozawa's still alive, still fighting back, and still doing damage. Oh no, can't stop Devin. Gets the hot tag. In comes Puma. Big clothesline. And another. Backhand chop. Puma and Tozawa. Whoa, ducks under the kick attempt from Tozawa. Hits one of his own, does Puma. Falcon's most powerful move, everyone knows that. True facts. Puma misses the clothesline. Forearm, shining wizard from Tozawa. Look at all that blood. Tozawa's got to make a tag. But he also knows he could have Puma beat here. Needs to cover him first. No, kick out. Speedy and Devin in perfect sync there, getting out of the ring. Tozawa to win the match, to put away Puma. No. He was looking for a snap German for sure. Up to the top goes Puma. Thinking is the 630. Oh no! Misses the 630. Puma's been pinned off that move. But instead a corkscrew roundhouse kick cover. That's it. Devin knows it. No, Devin breaks it up last millisecond and takes out Speedy while he's out it. Out it? At it. Tozawa up to the top. Hurricane Rana reversed into a power bomb from Puma. Puma sees the top rope Hurricane Rana coming, hits a power bomb and a vertigo to Tozawa. And there it is. Devin pushes Speedy off course enough for Puma to get the 1, 2, 3 off the Vertigo. Devin and Puma win. Puma is poised. Devin Black and Prince Puma win tonight, the main event of Roar. And now, chat, we will be receiving an update from the I keep saying undisputed. From the Disputed Era. As we know at Uso Battle Royale, thanks to Zach Walker, they got their hands on Bran Stark, using his stupid magic powers to look back in time to find out where the Grand Championship and every Caw ever are. Let's see the vision the Disputed Era want us to see.
The following contest is scheduled for
Bob Backlund and Terry Funk.
At a combined weight of 400.
What year is this?
Bob Backlund.
Is this 70s?
Terry Funky.
Terry Funky. This is either 70s or 80s. I'm going to say late 70s. That's my guess. Bob Backlund is looking big and strong. Dean says, huh? Wow, time travel. No, we are not back in time. This is a vision of the past.
At a combined weight of 400.
Jones and Castagnoli.
The superstar.
Oh man, it's Tony Castagnoli and Abraham Jones Jr., the fathers of Cesaro and AJ Styles. This is a tag team match. All the Funky. Yes, Terry Funky is here. Damn, REW been around a while. How old are you, Rambo? No? REW has not been around that long. This isn't REW. This is RWWF. Completely unrelated to anything I've ever done. This is some shindy from the late 70s. Oh no. Oh yeah! Remember, don't forget. AJ Styles and Cesaro are canonically Super Saiyans. I guess their fathers are too. That Saiyan blood. Perhaps the Disputed Era is looking to take advantage of the Saiyan blood? The only way to defeat every Caw ever? I do not know. I forget what I booked. But we'll know by the end of this. Was this owned by your father? You bought it out from under him? No, I don't know if I've ever heard of RWWF. Abe Jones Jr. in there with Bob Backlund. Punched to the back of Backlund's head by Tony Castagnoli. I'm very excited to see how ECE fits into this. All we know, if we go by REW lore, is the Disputed Era is from the future. They knew about the Stones for a long time. And they were trying to get them this season to stop this very thing from happening. To stop every Caw ever from getting the titles, but Speedy was too good at defending the title. Backlund with a big pile driver to Abe Jones. Bob Backlund looking for the cross-face chicken wing. Everyone that knows anything about Bob Backlund knows about the cross-face chicken wing, his big move. Bob Backlund, of course, former multiple-time WWE champion. In there with the father of a Jewish man Styles, AJ Styles. I wonder what kind of gimmick Abe Jones Jr.'s got. Is that a caveman gimmick and a farmer gimmick? And they're in a tag team? Tony Castagnoli, Abe Jones Jr.? I like the caveman gimmick. Has Terry Funk even been tagged in? I don't think Tony Castagnoli's been tagged in either. Not much of a tag team match at the moment. Butterfly suit play. And a big running forearm. I know it's just a flashback, but in a way, this is the first time we've ever seen Bob Backlund and Terry Funk. No, Terry Funk has probably been the caveman farmer. Yeah, Abe Jones looks like a caveman to me. Tony Castagnoli looks like a farmer to me. Look at this move. Styles Clash. Don't know what they called it back then. The Ooga Booga. And the Ooga Booga puts away Bob Backlund. No tags made in this late 70s tag team match. Backlund pinned by Abe Jones Jr. And you know, that's got to be the power of a Super Sand. Terry Funk grabbing a mic. I think he's got some words for Tony Castagnoli and Abe Jones Jr. Imagine the Styles Clash being a hit in the 70s, Lamau. Look at that updated logo on the microphone. Something's wrong with this flashback. Terry Funker. He's saying you guys are cheating some way, somehow with your yeller hair. But I do know 20 years ago, there was a wrestler so powerful, so strong, so good, he was able to defeat one of you Super Sanders. And that's where the flashback ends, folks. That's all we got. That's all we got. That is the end of Roar tonight and the Disputed Era flashback. Don't know when we'll see more of that. We got to see a Styles Clash, or the Ooga Booga. The Ooga Booga Googa. In a 70s tag team match. Anyway, I love you all. Thanks for coming to this episode of Roar. Next week on Saturday, we will see Showdown. On Sunday, we will see Venom. And the week after that, Beach Blast on Saturday and Sunday. And yeah, all we know, Terry Funk says there used to be a wrestler so strong, so powerful, he was able to defeat one of these yeller-haired wrestlers. Anyway, see you next week. I love you all. Bye-bye. Kisses, hugs, and tugs. Winky wink.